Vita news ain't over till it's over. And by the way things are going, it looks like it's never gonna be over. Greetings and salutations, my fellow Vita fans. Yes, that was a most terrible accent of I don't even know. This is James with PS Vita at 2 AM, the place where it's not always 2 AM, except if you live in like Asia or the Philippines. And I'm coming at you with another exciting video. And if you're new here and love everything PlayStation Vita, don't forget to subscribe. Well, what more can be said? We've got some Vita news to cover in the wonderful wide world of the PlayStation Vita. And I can actually say that this time because the news I'm going to talk about today happens in different parts of the world instead of just like 2 regions. So that's really cool. Let's get on to the news now. That's why you're here, right? First bit of news on today's plate is something that some of you may not be expecting, but it's been buzzing around the Vita community as of late, that according to a new Gamstat finding, or Gamstat lookup, or Gamstat Wikipedia, I'm stumbling over my words, that the PlayStation Vita, as you can see from the records here, is getting thousands of new players per game each month still in 2020. That's a really big deal and really cool. Now, of course, these stats we're not really sure where they come from per se. As far as like the situation goes, could be like a PS Vita user making another account and so on, but still the numbers are there, and it's great to see that this handheld is still gathering lots of attention since its initial release in 2011, 2012. Not kidding, guys. I'm crying inside as we speak. And for once, it's not because I bodily hurt myself. Now here's something that I feel a lot of people, including myself, will be jumping for joy for. I mean, I'd literally be jumping for joy if I bodily could. Luke Bernard has officially started shipping out the Kickstarter backer copies for Mecho Tales and Mecho Wars. Or wait a minute. Okay, I stand corrected, for War Theater and Mecho Wars. Because who doesn't love blowing up stuff? The reason this is such a big deal is because for those of us who backed his Kickstarter, yes, that's me included, we have been waiting for quite a long time for these copies to be sent out. In fact, PlayAsia has already done the PlayAsia release version from East Asia Soft, I think. Of course it's East Asia Soft, which already launched and shipped last year. Needless to say, us in the Kickstarter community were kind of wondering what was going on. However, due to Bernard's health issues and the fact that he is going to be signing each of the copies and sending them out individually on his own, that's the reason why it's been taking quite some time. I just wanted to be kind of transparent about that with you guys so you know what's been going on and why it's taking longer than expected. However, he's shipping them out little by little each day, he has officially confirmed. Thus, if you did back his Kickstarter, you should be getting them hopefully in the coming weeks to maybe months, depending on how things go. What's that you say? Saving money on PlayStation Vita games is good, and this isn't even a sales video? Heresy, I say! But it's true. Red Arc Games is having another promotion this month. A French, see, I told you it was around the world, winter sale. Now, they're always doing things differently. This month, or this sale, they are doing a percentage off each of their games on the website. So from this listing here, they have each game roughly off about $5 USD, or I don't know how foreign money works because I'm not foreign. Wait a sec. If you're watching me from the other side of the world, that means I'm foreign to you. Mind blown. Anyway, they're doing a certain percentage off each of their games, PS Vita included. And if I was to say one game I would pick from the lot, that would be Riddled Corpse EX, DX, Jet X, something like that. It's a isometric shooter, kind of like Contra, only it's isometric, so, you know, not really like Contra. Well, except for the new games, but, you know, side-scrolling's better. Except if you're this game, where the isometricness is awesome. And it's a really crying shame that this game is still up on their website along with everything else except Demetrios. So help a company out! Pick up one of these copies today! And real quickly, just wanted to let you know that Jess's Kickstarter with her enamel pins and stickers was successful, and then some. And if you were on the fence about purchasing one from her, she is currently doing a giveaway now on Twitter. All you gotta do is follow her. And you already know, link in the description below. Here's a picture of her enamel pins as filler. That's what happens when you run out of ideas. Oh gosh, we're approaching the part of the video where we're gonna talk about new releases. I don't even want to look. What's that? No Pogi game? No Pick-a-Pix game? He really did get my letter. And it gets even better for at least me personally, because I was right about Redbow coming from East Asia Soft. Though it's only been announced that it's coming as a digital release, not physical, at least not as of yet. But we'll see what happens. Anyway, yes, Redbow is in fact coming to both the Western Territory and Asia on the same week. That's really cool. And now we got some info for ya. Redbow is a top-down creepy adventure game that sets players in the role of Ra? Yeah. A young girl who gets trapped in a bizarre nightmare filled with creepy monsters. Ro finds herself trapped in a strange, dark nightmare world. Help her realize what role she plays by exploring creepy environments. Solve puzzles and find hidden secrets on your adventure. The items you find along the way will decide on which ending you get. The key features in this game: decide people's fates in the world of the void. Explore your environments to solve puzzles. Meet creepy, eerie monsters with multiple endings. You know what? It really feels good to be right for a change. Oh yeah, sorry. As far as the release date goes, you can pick up Redbow in the West on January 15th, 2020, and in Asia on January 17th, 2020. I swear I'm gonna say 2019 in one of my future videos. I know it's gonna happen. The next game coming out is called Without Escape, and at the time I'm making this, not a whole ton of info is available for this game. I guess you could say the information escaped me. But based on what I'm looking at here, it seems to be some sort of survival horror indie game, but with point-and-click style gameplay, which is already right up my alley. Yeah, I think that's a pretty safe assumption to make. Much in the vein of Redbow, except they share like completely different art styles, which is kind of an odd coincidence that they both launched on the same week. And yeah, looks really gooey and goopy and oozy and creepy. And I loves me a good point-and-click adventure game. You'll be able to pick up Without Escape sometime this week in the Western Territories. But show of hands here, how many of y'all are tired of me saying the Western Territories? Yeah, that's what I thought. In our journey around the world with Vita news, let's mosey on over to Japan, because they have something to talk about today. This game is called IxShe Tell, I think, and it's a romance visual novel. Big surprise. I'm going to be reading you the description now from a translated Google translated page, so be prepared to point and laugh. No, not at me, at the translation. Declare here now, we student council has finally won the freedom of love. At the same time as the declaration, the students rush and circle of joy spreads around the school around me. A school rule of prohibition of love that has been trying students for over 100 years since its establishment. Today was the day that such school rules were abolished and the day I became a heroine this school. But here's a big miscalculation. Being in charge of the student representative, I didn't have the time to enjoy a romantic relationship. Well, we gotta do something about that now, don't we? I don't know what led to the ban on love. However, it's a problem arises. The lifting of the ban may be returned to a blank sheet. Can you tell me love? Suddenly, I confessed to a beautiful girl who was familiar with old days. The next day, would you like to receive my love for my seniors? My perfect boyfriend can only be you. The charismatic student council of the brother school and the school that has won Miss Con for 2 consecutive years until the idol. Not until the idol. Holy smokes, man. But one of the few student council vice presidents of love deniers is gravely telling me, that's a lot of mistakes of men and women, and I am aimed to withdraw a love ban. So just happy miscalculation and miscalculation. It was, but everyone's feelings are happy. But I want to start from knowing each other first. Just gotta love Google Translate. Did anybody get that? Yeah, not me either. It's a love simulator. From all the info I could dig up from this game though, I think it's only a demo version that is available on the Japanese PlayStation Vita store, so keep that in mind. This is still, I believe, an upcoming release. Although at the time you're watching this, it might be out already, so just keep an eye out for it if you're in Japan, or have a Japanese account, or like romance visual novels. Please support them too, guys. They have waifus. They need our love. PlayStation Vita news from around the world is officially kaput. meaning it's over with. We had quite a lot of news this week, guys. I mean, wow, I was surprised at how much we got. And it was from different parts of the world, so that made it cool. And now I say to you all around the world, what part of this video or the news were you interested the most? Let me know down in the comments section. And as always, fellow Vita fans, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It really means a lot to me. Love you all, and I'll see you next time. The following video has been brought to you in part by all of these wonderfully generous people, including Reiko Starr, Matt Fox, Rodrigo Vera, Aaron Swanson, Heston Joseph, Kevin Enright, Jared Hadot, Joshua Williams, Ruben Gutierrez, BMF, Larry Anderson, Mario Cruz, Jelle, Buzz Sayin, Richard Cruz, Dennis R. Huggins Jr., Adam Sondi, Hero Acer, Phantom XRS, Saul Ramirez, Kyle Brooks, JR, E-Rock, Pierce Sterner, Adam Theory, Skullshertugel TCG, and David Ray. If you yourself would be interested in supporting the channel, check the links down in the description below. I have various ways, meaning more than one, to do so down there. See, I told you guys, I can count sometimes. Sometimes. Maybe most of the time? Alright, if I'm lucky.